Hey, welcome back to the channel. Working in the bedroom today. Been installing LVP flooring and I need to do some patching, so I'm going to go over how to patch your subfloors. And the product I'm using is called Henry 345. DAP makes a similar product, but it's their Premixed Floor Patch. I like to get it in a little tub because it's quick and easy to use, but it can also be used for filling, besides, like, I have this chipped out part that I want to fill and make level. Otherwise my flooring is going to flex, especially if there's like furniture, because my bed's going to be in this area of the room. So I need to fill that in. Just using putty knives. You can use trowels or a margin trowel too. Go over a little bit of this process. Again, you can get this in powder also and mix it yourself, but this is more convenient. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously I have a dip here. I've been using my level to look for dips. Overall, my floor is pretty flat, but this is a problem area. It looks like the edge of the board was chipped out. There was carpet in here before, and they just put mat and carpet over this. But for vinyl, there's no support. Even with this underlayment, it's gonna go down. So I'm gonna patch it real quick. If you've done mud work or joint compound work, it's a very similar process. There's no mixing for this ready-to-use stuff. You're just gonna go in and fill the area and remove the excess. This stuff advertises it can fill up to an inch and takes 2 or 3 hours to dry. I guess it just depends on how thick you make it. So yeah, just like you're doing mud work, I'm gonna get the material worked in and then level that. So for me, it looks like I need to go this way to get it to fill this out completely. I'm going to take some excess material, put it back in. And that's really it. And then you let it dry. I'll show you another little spot I'm going to do. So over here, between these two pieces of plywood, I have a pretty big gap. It looks like they used blocking underneath because of this gap, because I can see it like a 2x4 running. It looks like they did blocking between the joists that are running this way. But that's a pretty decent sized gap. It'll probably be okay, but it's over an 1/8 inch, which is what my flooring recommends. Again, it's based on the flooring you have, so I'm going to fill that real quick too. So there we go. I filled in that gap. It's smooth. And after this dry, you can sand this just like joint compound. So and this works on concrete, wood, subfloor, whatever. It can patch many different materials. Again, it's Henry 345 Premixed Floor Patch. It's got a little bit more of the directions on there. But I'll let this dry for a couple hours and then I can continue. I've been doing my room in stages. So I got the new floor over there. Just because it's big master bedroom, I've had to work around ripping out carpet and moving furniture. I'm on the home stretch now. I had some little problem areas. I hadn't had to break it out yet for this project, but something to keep in mind. Like I said, dips you can do too. My floor is not bad, so I don't have a spot to show you. I haven't found one so far this project. I've been using my level as a straight edge. But if you have an area where there's bowing between joists, you can put it in there too and use like a wider knife to fill that void, and then when it dries, sand it flat to make sure your floor is in whatever specs your flooring calls for. But that's it, this quick one. Again, I'll leave a link to this in the description. I've used it many times over the years. It's my go-to for stuff like this. Hope it's helpful. Bye.